All right, so today we're going to be talking about series that do not have all positive terms. And so we'll be considering several different kinds of series. We're going to start with alternating series. And so those are series that alternate between terms that are positive and terms that are negative. I'd like to start by considering what's known as the alternating harmonic series. And so that series is 1 minus 1/2 plus 1/3 minus 1/4 plus 1/5 and so on. So it can be written in sigma notation as I have here. I'd like to show you I have a Desmos sheet here set up with this series plugged in that you'll be able to modify here. So let me just go ahead and open this up. So I had to kind of work around some things that are a little bit less elegant here in Desmos. So notice that instead of using K, we're using the index as x1 here. And so in my first column with black, that's minus 1 to the x1 plus 1 times f of x1. So those are the terms of the series, right? So that's 1, you can see here, minus 1/2 plus 1/3 minus 1/4. And then in the red set of points here, those are the partial sums. So the sums of the black points from indexes 1 up to x1. And so here we have 1 is the height of the first point, the first partial sum, because there's only one term to add. And then down here, when we look at the second partial sum, we're looking at 1 minus 1/2. And then the third partial sum, we're looking at 1 minus 1/2 plus 1/3. And those are the points that you can see plotted here in red. This next one is 1 minus 1/2 plus 1/3 minus 1/4. And so you can see those red points there. So what I'd like for you to do, you can just go ahead here and if you put your mouse cursor on the 4, you can hit enter and it will compute another line. So I'd like for you to do that. You notice that I've also got the partial sums written down here in line 4, and you can use the slider to change those partial sums, and down here SN is computing those as you go. So I'd like for you to play around a little bit with the Desmos, get a few more of the partial sums, and fill those in on this spreadsheet or this table here. And this will be a your turn exercise. So think about graphically what's happening, and so complete parts A, look at those partial sums, make a conjecture about whether those converge, and then compare in part C. We'll pick up the next video with a discussion of what you found.